Okay, with this question we're asked to simplify an algebraic expression where we're adding two fractions. Now, when you're adding any fractions, we've got to remember our rules for adding and subtracting involving fractions, which is that you should get a common denominator. So at the moment we've got denominators that are different to one another, so getting a common denominator means that they should be the same denominator. So usually what we look for is the lowest common multiple. Now if you struggle with getting a lowest common denominator or a common multiple, what you can simply do is multiply the denominators by one another. So multiply this 3, multiply it by 5, and also multiply the 5 by 3, meaning that your denominator is going to be 15 for both of these. So that's how you can get a common denominator. Now, what you need to remember though, one of our rules with fractions is whatever you do to the bottom fraction, or to the denominator, you also need to do to the top, to the numerator. Okay, so if we've multiplied this bottom one by 5, we've also got to multiply the top by 5. And likewise over in this one, we also need to multiply this one by 3. So let's just see what we've got. We already know we've got 15 on the bottom. That's the reason we did it, so that we would get a common denominator. But on the top, we're going to have 5a for the first fraction. And on the top, for this one, we're going to have 6a. And now that we have a common denominator for both, we can simply add those numerators together. And if we have a look, let's just make sure that they are like terms, and they are because they've got the same variable part. You've got 5a plus another 6a, well 5a plus 6a is 11a over 15. And you can't simplify that any further, so that will be our final answer.